ABC News is in the hot seat, getting sued by none other than Donald Trump, and he's really, really, really happy about this one. So he filed a lawsuit for defamation against George Stephanopoulos, who is the former Clinton guy. Remember, he was the spokesperson for Bill Clinton, and then he went and became a big deal anchor over on ABC News. You like that revolving door, how that works? Anyway, so he's over at ABC News, and he said some things about the former president. The former president didn't appreciate, and so what did Donald Trump do? He did what he loves to do. He sued him. And the expectation was, oh, it'll get thrown out. Well, guess what? It didn't get thrown out. Take a look here. Judge won't dismiss Trump's defamation suit against ABC and Stephanopoulos. A federal judge on Wednesday denied ABC News and George Stephanopoulos' motion to dismiss former President Trump's lawsuit, claiming the anchor defamed him in a March interview. This goes back to all the stormy stuff. We don't have to rehash it, but that's sort of the gist of it. So Donald Trump's pretty happy. I think we have a copy of the judge's order. I'm going to have Drew put that. Oh, well, we'll show you we can show you what Trump said too. But here's the judge's order. Ordered and a judge that defendants American Broadcasting Company's ABC News Inc. and George Stephanopoulos' motion to dismiss denied. Done and ordered. That's out of Miami, Florida. So Florida judge, interestingly enough. And Donald Trump writes on Truth Social, a big win today in high Florida court against ABC fake news. I wonder if they can sue him for defamation for that. And I don't think they can sue for defamation for that, because that's actually true. Little George Stephanopoulos, a powerful case. Before you know it, the fake news media will be forced by the courts to start telling the truth. This is a great day for our country, MAGA 2024. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate for George. Not everybody can be 6 feet tall, but I do remember, I remember being on Good Morning America. It was really funny because they had me seated on set with him. And I'm a pretty decently tall girl with high heels. I'm a good 5'10" with high heels. And I stood there and they put me in this seat. And it was like really low, like really, really, really low. Like I'm here and he's up there. It's like, no. If we actually stand up together, I'm going to tower over him. But somehow they were able to manage that on TV. So I was like sitting in the big kids table. I always tell that story because it's just funny. George is perfectly fine. He was perfectly gracious, but I just got a kick out of that. Compensation, shall we say. So interesting that Donald Trump referenced that. I mean, you could say it's a little bit mean, but he kind of knows where to hit, right? Like when you talk about going below the belt or when you go for the jugular, he's getting George right where it probably hits. I mean, I don't think you would actually adjust the chairs on the set deliberately like that unless like you're trying to prove something. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The news today is that lawsuit is moving forward, and Donald Trump is really, really happy about that. So he's throwing a victory party. We'll see what they're saying at ABC News. The other thing to keep in mind, of course, is that is supposedly where the next debate is supposed to happen, if in fact Kamala Harris gets the nomination. So remember, they had one debate at CNN. A lot of sources now, I told you this initially, but sources have come forward and they've reported to the New York Post, another Murdoch empire, by the way, a report coming out in the New York Post that people within the Biden camp feel that was a deliberate move. They put him up. Somebody put him up, somebody being the Obama folks, put him up to do that debate on CNN, knowing that he would fall flat on his face and knowing that would be an opportunity to get rid of him. I don't know if that's true. I have not independently sourced that, but it is a theory that I have advanced to you guys because I would just say this. If I were advising Joe Biden, there's no way I would have let him do that debate. No way I would have ever allowed that, because you can tell he can't really hold a conversation. He can't keep a train of thought for 2 minutes. So why on earth would you put him in a situation where he will so clearly implode? Unless you wanted him to implode. I suspect the source might be just going on a limb. I don't know, but maybe Hunter Biden is feeding this information to the New York Post and he's really angry and he's really bitter, and Dr. Jill probably is too. Understandably so, because they're looking at it saying, he had everything. He was on track, and then boom, poof, what do you know? It's all over. How did that happen so fast? I mean, sort of record time.